It's a conundrum where every choice has a drawback. So what to do about the municipal elections? Well, the Independent Electoral Commission wants the courts to postpone the October polls because of the impact of COVID-19. But political pundits say it's not a foolproof plan. Lindsay Dentlinger looks at what's at stake here.
The options to overcome this political and constitutional conundrum are limited, and there's no guarantee any of them will be successful. Even if the polls go ahead, it could give rise to a further dilemma.
Should we continue with the election for some or other reason, and subsequently when they apply their minds and the IEC applying their minds, you may find that they have to declare the election not free and fair. If that happens, then obviously we are into a serious constitutional crisis.
The courts will now also be faced with having to overrule the legal time limit within which municipal elections must be held, which is 5 years and 90 days since the previous polls.
What happens if the elections do not take place and councils make decisions and those decisions are challenged in court because of the fact that the elections were not constitutionally valid, which will be the challenge then? What happens to all of those thousands of decisions made by councils subsequent to a contested local government election?
But ultimately, who has the most to gain from a delayed election?
The new political parties will still want to market themselves, even if they are not going to be voted into office based on their manifestos. There are political parties that are ready for the election, even if it were to happen next week or tomorrow. They are ready. But some of them are not ready, so they are basically counting on this delay to then use the opportunity to put their houses in order.
Even if health concerns win the day, just how fair is a delay on the electorate generally?
Some of the councillors have failed their municipalities and they've failed their people. And now if you extend their term of office, you are basically saying that those that they lead, those who are complaining, must live with the problem for the next 6 months, which would be unfair.
While a constitutional amendment appears off the table, experts warn the court route could prove just as tough to get political buy-in across the board. Some political parties and even civil rights groups are already weighing up their options to challenge a judicial extension. Lindsay Dentlinger, Cape Town.